I got so much music and rhythm in me. I know what I'm gonna do if I can't let it out.
This is Easterfest.
It was in me before I was born. Inside of me like my heart.
Hello and welcome to Easterfest 2014. My name is Emma Mullings and this is Terence.
Yes, hello. We're pumped to be back here at Queensland's Garden City. This is Toowoomba for their premier festival around Easter time. This is Easterfest.
It is all happening up here at Queen's Park. We've got a huge lineup of events planned for you on and off the stage.
Yeah, we're going to make sure you do not miss a thing. We're going to give you the artist interview with Vicky. We'll take your main stage as well as one of my favourite extreme sports. Come on now.
But first, let's take a look at what's happening behind the scenes.
Troy O'Brien, his wife Gabriella and their 10-year-old daughter Josephine serve at Easterfest as a family. Together they feed the 1,300 crew members.
Well, we started just doing volunteering as a family. We'll give it a go. Over the time of the festival, we would cater about 10,000 meals on site.
Menu preparations take place 2 months before the event.
For instance, tonight we're doing baked potatoes, which is about 3 hours. Typical day would be around 4 a.m. start, coming in, getting breakfast service ready. It's about a 16-hour day all up, on a short day.
But he says the job's rewarding.
We try to be a servant-hearted, focused family. You know, where we get opportunity to do stuff like this, we will. Easterfest is by far the biggest thing that we would do.
Marty Hankins and his team live stream everything between each site across the festival.
Festivals of this size usually don't go to the extent. It's mainly live to screen in that local venue. Easterfest is way different in that it interconnects all of the tents together to be able to live stream from any of those tents, which is quite an unusual thing.
The teams are mostly made up of volunteers.
There's a large amount of training involved, and that's a really exciting thing to get young guys and train them up. And I'm seeing guys that we've trained a year or two ago now actually being actively involved in the industry, and that's what it's about. There's one guy in particular, Brody, a guy that I work with, he's just turned 17. I've been able to handball him a whole venue and say, make it work. He's doing an absolutely amazing job. He's really stepping up. He's training others underneath him as well. Exciting to see that it's not just growing as a festival music-wise, but behind the scenes we're able to train and grow as an industry in the Christian market. It's great.
A huge amount of work is also required to set up main stage, ensuring the performances look and sound their best. Dave Watson brings 30 years of sound production experience to the team. This year, he's installing one of the most technologically advanced PA systems in the world.
This design has only just come out internationally. These are the first of the boxes in Australia. We're using all of them here for the very first time at Easterfest. We're looking forward to what it's going to do and what it can bring to the festival. Yeah, look, we have a total here of about 400,000 watts. We have 12 speakers in total, there'll be 6 aside. We also have some other outfill speakers that fill in the holes on the sides, and the subwoofers go down the front.
Lighting also adds an essential element to each performance. There are more than 100 moving lights and more than 80 panels of LED screen featured on main stage. And heading up the visual feel off stage is creative guru Jeff Crabtree.
When you come into the festival, I want you to feel like you're coming into a special place, a different world, a unique experience that is separate somehow from the outside world.
Hours have gone into dressing the festival using 1,500 umbrellas and 400 metres of bubble wrap. And the light displays around the grounds are sure to impress the crowds.
So everything is completely coordinated and programmed. So you walk in at night time and the colours are all shifting and changing all up and down the promenade, and those big dome tents, they're lit from inside and they look like gigantic coloured mushrooms. So when you go in and out of the festival, instead of coming in through a big tent, now you come in through a big sort of truss structure, and along the roof of that is a heart, a gigantic heart that's been sort of assembled in red umbrellas. That is our symbol for crazy love.
There's room for two under this quarter.
How good is it to see the engine room, all the team that makes it happen, Easterfest, the volunteers, the chefs, the cooks? Yum, they're my favourite.
You love anyone that provides you with food, Taryn.
Yep, that's why I love you.
Now let's move on because we've got more than 150 bands performing here over the next couple of days.
And some great rising Aussie talent as well. Last year, I think it was kind of the discovery of Beck Lorton. How good is she, this little girl with a powerhouse of a voice?
I absolutely loved her last year. And look,
Right.
Vicky is going to catch up with her now and find out what keeps her pursuing her dreams.
Well, here I am joined by the delightfully fabulous Easterfest favourite, Beck Lorton.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Now, if we go back to last year, Easterfest, your show was a bit of a spectacular with dances, aerobatics, gymnastics all going on the stage. What have we got to look forward to this year?
Well, this year, obviously you're going to take it up a notch, so I thought I'd try and cram more people on the stage.
Excellent.
In fact, I think we have close to 40 people that we're going to
That's
try and fit
amazing.
on stage, which in rehearsals was hilarious because not only have we got 40 people on stage, but there's some of them are holding cymbals and doing backflips. So
At the same time?
Yeah, so we have a drum line. So we got a bit of a New Orleans marching band kind of thing going. We have a drum line, a 12-piece horn section, which is bullhorn, and they have a rapper, so a rapper that's going to feature with us,
Awesome.
and some dancers.
Wouldn't be the same without the dance.
I know. I love dancing.
I don't know what I'm gonna do if I got it.
You've got a new EP coming out.
I do. And I'm really excited because it's not released till May 5, but it's just been printed and I'm selling it here at Easterfest.
What?
So, first copies ever, it's not even released yet. Sneaky on the down low.
Very sneaky. That's why you need to be here at Easterfest. And you're doing a tour with the release of that?
I am. So we're touring June, July, which is very, very exciting. And then, hasn't been announced yet, but I will tell you that after July, I'm actually hitting up the States for a while. I'm going to be in New York working with someone that I can't mention. But I can tell you that I'm going to be in New York in August too, which is very, very exciting.
You're such a hard worker and you've worked really hard on your music and on your show and on your albums. Is that something that is hard to do? Do you sometimes go, it's just all too hard, I want to give it up?
Anything worth pursuing in life is going to be hard to pursue, you know, like any great victory definitely comes after a long battle. But yeah, I guess it's making sure you have your heart in the right place and you're doing it for the right reasons. You know, I feel like God's called me to be doing what I'm doing. And yeah, until, you know, I'm ready to move into the next season, I'm going to exhaust this season, you know, and it's, yeah, it's about just kind of, I guess, drawing your strength from Him.
Cool. Well, we love watching all that you do and being part of this journey with you as you kind of go through this season and look forward to all that is to come in the future. So
Thank you.
Thanks for dropping by.
I will tell you. right now. Put 10 feet off the ground. I wanna get off this ride right now. Oh, whoa, I wanna get off this ride right now. Put 10 feet off the ground. I wanna get off this ride right now. Hey! I wanna get off this ride right now. Put 10 feet off the ground. I wanna get off this ride right now. Oh, whoa, I wanna get off this ride right now. Put 10 feet off the ground. I wanna get off this ride, off this ride, off this ride right now. All right, if you haven't already noticed, we have an amazing horn section over here. Give it up for Whiteheart. And the leader of Whiteheart, my brother Roman. MC, check.
You're running for the loop, when you're shooting, you keep on moving, and got your money, big as you get. Get your hands high, you keep on producing. One more time, say, we looking for solution. Put up in the loop when you're going full circle, yeah. We gotta keep it moving up to the reverse. So first I say, we gotta just rise. Move the loop, hold the time. Right now. Send it out.
World-class performance, Beck Lorton delivers again.
And the entertainment here at Easterfest isn't just on the stage, it's also off the stage. This one's for the boys, a bit of grunt, a bit of testosterone.
Why is it just for the boys?
Well, and for girls like Emma as well. This is BMX riding with JC Epidemic. Now, these BMX riders, some of the best in the country and some international ones as well.
Yeah, let's take a look.
So we're a Christian freestyle action sports organisation, and our main focus is reaching, young people all around the country with the message of Jesus Christ. We're using freestyle BMX and motocross and a little bit of surfing and skateboarding to sort of communicate that message.
For me, I didn't know whether this whole God thing was real, and the moment I discovered that God was a reality, I just felt the need to tell as many people as I could that for me, I discovered side of life that I never knew could exist, and I guess I was racing motocross before I became a Christian, and so the easy way for me to be able to go and tell people was to be able to go and do some freestyle motocross and do some shows and get their attention and then tell them what God had done for me. And for Andy, he's working in the surfing industry, and so he used that to be able to go out and share his faith with people as well.
There's no sense of time. Not even at all.
And Easterfest is actually the one show every year where we put everything together and we just throw it all on the line, and our guys love coming to Easterfest to be able to, give their best.
So over the past 10 years, the ministry has taken on a number of different new enterprises, and one of the things that we're really passionate about is not only putting on our performances and telling people about Jesus that way, but also do the clothing line.
It was actually at Easterfest about 3 years ago. We were here and we came across this organisation called Destiny Rescue, and a couple of us travelled over to Thailand and then on to Cambodia just to see what they were doing in this rescuing girls that have been sexually exploited. And it broke us to see that the severe poverty in a country like that, that what poverty does to people and what it drives them to do, and the fact that a parent may have to choose to sell their child for the sake of the other children in their family. And so we were really moved and decided that we wanted to do something, try and provide work for some of those girls, and started up making jeans.
Wow, what an inspiring story.
Indeed it is. Now, later in the show, we're going to reveal a top secret venue that's just been revealed this year, and also a new artist which is turning heads here at Easterfest.
Nice, but first, let's catch up with event director David Shank. He's going to fill us in on exactly what it takes to put on such a huge festival each year.
Yeah, so our team is made up of about 3 or 4 pretty much full-time staff here in the office. But then we have probably 30 to 40, it would be, key team volunteers. And those guys are stretched from like Rockhampton to Sydney. I pretty much kiss my family goodbye in January and say, love you, see you in May, you know, because we're all working 80 hours a week for months leading into the festival.
Yeah, look, I think anyone who's in the event industry will recognise that we're all a little bit crazy to do this, because it's long hours, it's quite stressful work. Yeah, well, you know, right up until even over festival sometimes I'm taking phone calls or dealing with emails about things to do with next year's festival, which can be a little hard to fit in your headspace in the middle of it. But it really is an all year round thing. So we're already booking artists for 2015. And this year we felt like putting an even more specific theme on the festival, which is this crazy love thing that we've got throughout everything. Because really, you know, you look at that message of Easter, what God did for us, just for a chance of a relationship with us, and by our standard it's just insane. Yeah, and look, there isn't a lot of scope around these days for a lot of Christian music around, or even positive music. So to have an atmosphere where that can be, you know, can happen and can be possible, and it's in a place where, you know, my kids who are all under 10 can come and experience it in a safe environment. Like, we couldn't do this without team. So we'd be completely lost. I would not be sleeping for, you know, weeks. And just to have teams of people, even guys like YWAM, who are, you know, just there's 100 of them that come on site and they just do anything. So they've been setting up some tents for me today and cleaning out our shipping container and, you know, pretty well anything. There's no grumbles or, you know, they just want to get in and serve. And I guess that's the attitude of all of us.
Now, thousands of people make their way here to Queen's Park each and every Easter long weekend to celebrate all things Easterfest.
Yes, many people from all around the globe come right here, even people from Jamaica. Yeah, man.
And Ipswich.
Come on. Here to celebrate all that God has done. We're going to see some of the friendly faces right now representing their homeland.
So smart and taken care of.
Hello, my name is Jonathan from California in the States.
Hola, me llamo Hanna, soy del Cusco, Perú.
Hi, my name is Julie and I'm from Calgary, Canada.
Hi, my name is Becky and I'm from Gladstone, Australia.
Hallo, ich heiße Lisanne und ich bin aus Frankfurt in Deutschland.
Salut, mon nom c'est Valentine et je viens de Genève en Suisse.
Hi, my name is Laura and I'm from Brighton in England.
Hej, jeg heter Amalie og er fra Norge.
Hey, my name's Tim. I'm from Georgia in the United States.
Moi, mun nimi on Eero, mä oon Helsingistä, Suomesta.
Hej, jag heter Caroline. Jag kommer från Örebro, Sverige.
G'day mate, I'm Rodney.
Hi, my name is Dylan. I'm from Bridgetown, Barbados.
Hoi, mijn naam is Rafael. Ik kom uit Utrecht in Nederland.
Hola, soy Luis y soy de Guadalajara, México.
Hallo, mijn naam is Manuela. Ik kom van Thun aus der Schweiz.
Great to have your company for This Is Easterfest. It's an absolutely beautiful weekend here in Toowoomba, but we couldn't have asked for better weather.
It is glorious, celebrating a whole lot of stuff here at Easterfest. 6-year wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Also, Vicky's catching up with a great band here that's also celebrating a special milestone. It is Jars of Clay celebrating 20 massive years.
A common love for music is what brought Charlie, Dan, Matt and Stephen together. The guys, who all studied at the same college in Greenville, Illinois, decided to write a song together just for fun in the early 90s. Soon after, they recorded that song, which they titled Fade to Grey, for a class project. The four continued to write music together, and in 1994, Jars of Clay was officially born. The band quickly gathered support and record companies were eager to sign them. Their debut album Flood hit the #1 position on numerous secular radio stations. The album then went gold and attained platinum status. Today it has sold around 2 million copies. This year they celebrate another success, 20 years together, a remarkable achievement. I'm here with Charlie, Dan, Matt and Stephen, who when they come together form Jars of Clay. Welcome guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
And congratulations, 20 years.
20 years.
What a milestone.
We got the badge and everything now. That's right.
Are you planning anything exciting for the 20-year anniversary?
Yes, actually. Yeah, big cake, a nap. We're gonna all have a nap. No, we've been organizing this Jars 20 thing in the States, and yeah, it's going to be a whole weekend of coming touring the studio and lots of an intimate concert, and we're actually curating a fan voted on album of re-recordings. So yeah, just a lot of fun. A lot of fun reasons to get creative again. Yeah. To believe again that there's something that the four of us do that each of us individually can't.
There are no streets to walk, perhaps you can rely. Faith in guts to guide, wander till you find. Only raw desire, match to give you fire. You have to trust your heart. You don't believe in oceans, you were a sailor. You burned your ship and walked on, far away you walked on. You keep turning, no man is an island, it's where you're supposed to be. Just keep heading inland, it's where you're supposed to be. Hey, come on home to me. You keep walking, no man is alive. Come on home to me.
Now, the best thing about this music festival is that the bands, the music, isn't just restricted to here, the grounds. It actually spills out to the city streets and takes over Toowoomba.
Yeah, we take over Toowoomba with some great music, including Yaz. which is another way of saying jazz. We've got some of Australia's greatest jazz musicians, and they're taking over Toowoomba to launch the Easterfest jazz program.
But the venue has been kept under lock and key until opening night, building the anticipation.
This is the new venue we've all been waiting to see.
This venue is brilliant because, one, it's a secret, but you guys found it, and I found it. But two, it's the space for our launch year pioneering event of the Easter Jazz program.
The location of the event was made known via text message just hours before the doors opened.
Yeah, and we just thought we'd build a bit of anticipation and a bit of mystique around it. And I've had a few of the older generation a bit concerned about will they actually find out where it is.
Recycled materials have been used to build this quirky space.
We've transformed it from an empty shell of a shop somewhere in Toowoomba, and we've made it into a hip sort of retro chic jazz venue. It's called The Upbeat. Well, Easterfest has always had a strong jazz element, like Scat, my crew. We've been around for 10 years and there's been other jazz and related acts, and we kind of thought, do you know what, we did the Jazz Supper Club last year with James Morrison and that was great. And so we said to the Easterfest team, can we program a whole set of jazz?
And from the success of the venue, it looks like it will be back next year too. Andrew Smith opened his business Cafe Forte 13 years ago during the Easter long weekend, and since then the venue has hosted a number of Easterfest's City Live performances. He says many businesses benefit as festival goers fill the streets.
But it's nice to have people spilling over into the city itself, and I think the use of the bands in each of the various venues is a really good way to promote that to people who wouldn't necessarily wander down into the CBD. At the Cafe Forte we've got two separate stage areas, and one's out here in the courtyard where we are, and then we've got a slightly smaller one inside. We're always happy to see extra trade and creative ways to generate extra trade, such as the Easterfest people are doing with these bands, is always very welcome.
Miles Davidson also welcomes the extra people.
Easterfestians bring a lot of joy and a lot of energy to downtown Toowoomba, which is good because look, it's not often we see that amount of people descend on downtown.
He manages the Cube Hotel.
Easterfest is always a very, very busy time for us, food-wise, drinks-wise. We always like the Easterfestians come down to our venue.
I got so much music and rhythm in me. I know what I'm gonna do if I can't let it out.
This is Easterfest.
It was in me before I was born.
Now a cause that is very close to our hearts, it is compassion. We're both compassion ambassadors and have sponsored children, and so does our next artist.
That's right, Dami Im. You can't miss her. She is one of my favourites, I have to say.
Well, she's kind of small, you could miss her.
Well, you could, but you wouldn't miss her voice.
Yes.
Because it's phenomenal. She actually won X Factor last year, and she's a compassion ambassador. She recently travelled to India, met her sponsored child for the first time, and here she tells us all about that journey.
7 years ago, I started sponsoring a child through Compassion, and she was in India. And then at the same time, I started dating Noah, who's my husband now, and I told him that maybe he wants to sponsor a child as well. And so he's like, okay. So he sponsored a boy from India. Because of what happened to me last year through X Factor, the doors all opened up, and we got to go visit them, and I became the ambassador for Compassion. For me, it was quite an emotional experience because I've known these children for years through papers and letters that we were exchanging and photos. After visiting India and seeing what Compassion actually does for these kids, I became more passionate, and I'm just so glad that I did sponsor. And yeah, I want more people around me to sponsor children as well. As Christians, we are all called to spread the love of God in whatever way we can. And I'm just so glad and thankful that Compassion is there for anybody who wants to do that. So this is my first year performing at Easterfest, and I'm so looking forward to performing for people, especially people who share my faith.
Now, one of the most anticipated performances here this weekend at Easterfest is legendary rockers Whiteheart. These guys, they've had huge success with more than 13 albums under their belt.
And they do not disappoint at all. They haven't officially retired, but they haven't played together for a while, so appearing together here at Toowoomba sparked rumours they're getting back together, and we're very excited about that.
Hey, I'm here with legendary rockers Rick and Billy from Whiteheart. Welcome to Easterfest.
Thank you, and thanks for the cappuccino.
You're very welcome.
It's great
we
to be
aim
here.
to serve here in Australia.
And you have.
Excellent. Now, is it true that you guys have not played together since 1996?
That's, around that date. I don't remember when the last thingy
It was
we did.
1998, I think, actually.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No.
But we did one in Louisville. We did 3 songs for...
We did 2 songs.
2 songs.
That don't even count. 2 songs
So
don't
we're not
count.
counting
No.
that.
Okay, so are you reforming just for us?
Yeah.
Yes.
So 1985, you're looking for a new lead singer, and suddenly the bus driver, the roadie, takes that role. I know there's a story there, Rick. Tell us that.
Well, I mean, the story comes from different angles, because if you ask him of the story, and then my version of, I have
We'll
a
do
biology
yours today.
degree that I've never used, but it's good for watching documentaries, on great whites off the, barrier reef kind of thing. But that I had, everybody's mom tells them they can sing, but I never did the garage band thing or anything, and I was going to maybe do marine biology masters, and I wanted to goof off for a year. Buddies were doing some things in CCM back in the, music, and I just, let me get on the road with somebody. Never was west of Illinois, and so I drove a truck for Smitty back in '85, and then a buddy of mine I went to college with, Jeff Moore, who was an artist, was going to open for Whiteheart, and so he said, hey, they need another stage manager, and so I interviewed for that and got the job, and so I'm setting up front truss of lights and guitar and keyboard rigs and stuff, and one thing led to another. When the lead singer left and they decided they're going to continue, they held auditions, and I asked them if I could audition. I think in my mind, so I could tell my friends back at school, I auditioned for Whiteheart. Like I thought it was cool. And then they asked me to sing a couple of weeks later with the second group of guys, and then a couple of weeks later with like a third group of guys, and I'm thinking, do they actually think there's some validity to me actually doing this, or else they're so codependent they just don't know how to say, dude, what are we going to tell them no,
We weren't codependent.
Yeah, you are, but
No.
but that wasn't the reason. So they tried me out on a weekend of shows and never asked me to quit. So, I'm here. I'm right here.
Now, a new way to share the gospel message online, Yes He Is actually an app designed to help Christians share Jesus online. Now, the team at Yes He Is asked the question, what would it look like if Christians all around the world shared the gospel message all together at the same time?
Well, here at Easterfest, we get to find out. They invited a crowd of thousands to join Go Everywhere and start a groundswell movement. Coming up, we take a look at the launch moment of the short film, Go Everywhere.
Let's check it out.
Precious and dear to me. You are a gem to me, sparkle and shine like the stars of the shimmering sea. With the harp of your hands, your words are like poetry. Come close and see, with my deepest friends I share my plans and dreams. Young men, what you've been given is strength. It's time to show yourself worthy of position and rank. It's time to put away childish things. It's time to sit down and learn from the priests and the kings. Young women, let us show respect for those that have labored so great. Men that have weathered the storm on their shoulders of faith. Mothers that have birthed unto us a prayer that is just, watching the world make mistakes, but it's mothers that show us how to continue to trust. It's time we believe in the gift that we're given. There's so much more than just being forgiven. That was the door that got us up into heaven. It's important to share the gospel. A kingdom of rubies and gold, so much more precious than minerals of stone. It's the fact they never broke a single one of his bones. The blood made atone, the trumpet was blown. The curtain that kept us from seeing the highest chamber of home was split wide open. The bread was then broken. Wine filled the glass from the water we soaked in. Baptized and alive, a child awoken. In the Lamb's book of life, our names were then wrote in. And our response is love God. This is a call for celebration. I'm not heavy from pain, I'm lovesick with elation. He left us to lead others to salvation. It's time we take watch, rise up my generation. Darkness has come to test our salvation, tempt us to sit back and relax. Those who oppose don't need us to bow down, they just need us not to attack. Fear itself is a demon afraid of the spears of the children of faith. Greed is a pig so fat he can't lift his head off this plate. Death has been robbed, exit captives and slaves. When the heart sings praise, let light be displayed. Love people, let freedom awake. Like in a bride that's ready and brave, when lovers bear witness, a marriage is made. These are more than just words, it's our promise to pay. I promise you here, now and today, that these children of love with a statement to make. We are so significant, an instrument of magnificence, with poise and with diligence. Our noise is an eloquence, a song of omnipotence. Eternal is its resonance, articulate, describing what is infinite, the unlimited. He is in the midst of our participants. We cannot ignore the thunder, wind by sound. The earth returns to innocence. The consequence of all that has been villainous is impotent, unable to provide anything but imprisonment, unable to ascribe, unable to abide. Death and all his angels were cast from out the sky, when only love can reign on high. Winter's but a season, and that season's drawing nigh. We are his children, together we ascend and we will climb. Pick up the shards of shattered matter and forge a future where and by nothing is impossible. Stand with me on the front line. We are his children and we understand the time. Stand up like a trumpet and thunder the wonder of his presence. Those that have tasted new life bear witness of his essence. We are his children and we understand the time. Open the door to the future and let light shine. Let the gospel be preached on the earth. Let hope find the woman that's yearning and bleeding. Anoint our hands to heal the hurting, the needing. Pour me out for my brother who's screaming, shot in the street cause his life has no meaning. For my sister that's taking a beating, who doesn't know true love, her husband is cheating. These lies keep repeating, poisoning our babies' minds, defeating any chance of them ever reaching their destiny. Stand up and release the sound of eternity. Sing the song that the angels sing. Sin and death will never have the best of me. The king smashed death, so the rest is history. They may try to hate on me, they may try to take my breath from me, they may try but they won't succeed. When love conquers death, all eyes will see. Jesus broken so that we may be free to give up our life till nothing's left but Christ. That's the price to walk in victory. Let the whole earth hear. You officially now know. It's time we move everywhere. Now go. Right now, we will stand together and respond to the commission Jesus left us to go everywhere. On June 8th, people all around the world will share a single gospel video online. Millions could hear and respond to the good news of Jesus. Join the greatest expression of the gospel the internet has ever seen at goeverywhere.co.
Now, there's a new band on the Easterfest scene attracting a whole lot of positive attention. And my tip, Emma, keep your eyes on these two.
Yes, direct from the Sunshine Coast, Vicky caught up with the Marys to chat about their musical journey together.
Well, I'm here with brother-sister duo Geordie and Ellie Mary, who collectively form the Marys. We're sitting here looking over Easterfest. Guys, how exciting is it for you to be playing here for the first time?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's our first Easterfest, so we're pretty stoked.
Yeah, pretty awesome view as well, and the weather couldn't have been better. Now, how long have you guys been playing together? When did you first discover that, you know, hey, we like music and we like playing music together?
Well, I always knew Geordie could sing because he used to sing in the shower. Yep. And so I was, sounds a bit weird, but I would listen to him singing in the shower, and I was always like, go to my mum. I think he was about 15 then. And I was like, Geordie sounds awesome. Have you heard him in the shower? And she's like, yeah, I love it. So I always asked him. I nagged him, and then he just said no, because he was too shy.
Never sung in front of anyone.
And then
Shower
eventually,
Yeah.
eventually, like probably 6 years later.
No.
5 or
Well,
6.
I started singing because I started singing on the street to support my sponsor child. So I was busking on the street, and it was the only way I could make money. Because I kind of like, when I was 15, I looked like 10. So I had the cute factor going on.
Excellent.
I didn't have this like scraggly thing. And so I just got money doing that, and then I built my confidence up with singing, and Ellie was like, we should start a duo thing. And I was like, oh, I don't know, I can't do harmonies and stuff, and just made excuses, but yeah, came
Turned
together.
out all right. Very cool. Well, we were talking earlier, and one of the bands, Tiger Town, who have listed as one of your guys' influences, been talking you up here at Easterfest and referred to you as Angus and Julia, and you know that's a great compliment to come from those guys. So, who else are influences on your music, and what would you describe as your style of music?
We kind of always love like the kind of chill, kind of acoustic-y vibes, stuff like Angus and Julia, but like Boy and Bear and stuff like that, and we've been really getting into a band in America lately called Milo Green, and they're just amazing, and just the harmonies, they do like 4-part harmonies, and they're just mind-blowing. So yeah, just drawing inspiration from them and other cool like local bands like Tiger Town and the Paper Kites and stuff like that. So.
Cool. Well, it's exciting to see this side of your journey as you're just starting out and going into all that is ahead of you, and we wish you all the best. And you know, guitars are here, no type like the present. Maybe you could sing us your new song.
If I could play the game, cross my heart and hope my way, I'd be there yesterday. You say you never go, I'm the one to make it so. I'd be there yesterday. All I know has been done. All I want is to come. So trust my open heart and dust my loaded gun. I got so much music and rhythm in me. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't let it out.
This is Easterfest.
It was in me before I was born. It's driving me like my heart.
Now, some of our younger viewers might recognise this next family, the Frills family. They made a special appearance at Kids World this year at Easterfest.
Yes, and next we're going to find out what motivated them to start their own show and where they think it'll take them next.
We are having so much fun in Toowoomba. It's so exciting to be here at Easterfest for the first time. We are just having a great time in Kids World.
Down on the farm, there's lots to do.
We do it all as a family. We're a children's entertainment group. We've got Emerson here, who's our eldest child, who's one of our main actors. Then we've got Helena, my wife, and myself, Rock and Russ. And then we've got Jordana and Oliver that also do segments on the show. And we've got Connor, who does all our techie stuff. He's also an awesome drummer and does his own little segment there.
We saw a need in the market for good, wholesome entertainment for children preschool age, and so we've kind of gone from there. Lots of singing and dancing and having fun.
About 18 months ago, we got to film our first series. We did a pilot a couple of years before that of one episode, and out of that, we're able to move on to a full series. That started airing last month on Foxtel, on the Australian Christian channel, and it's just been awesome. The response from it's been great.
7, 8, 9, 10, jump up and down and let's do it.
We're hoping to take the show on a whirlwind tour. That would be ultimate, but we'd love to tour Australia more, go around to schools, to church groups, things like that. Go!
Well, that looked like a whole lot of fun. I love it. There is so much happening here at Easterfest this weekend. Now, I think something that everyone has in common, no matter what age, is their faith in God.
Yes, and next we're going to highlight some of the Easter weekend services that happened right here on main stage and celebrate what Jesus did at this special time of the year.
We are here this morning, Friday morning, celebrating the morning and celebrating again the death of Christ. We celebrate that he died today. We remember the nails. We remember the crown of thorns. We remember the beatings. We remember the spitting and the hate. We remember what our Lord, our God, endured for us.
Oh God, we just come before you this morning, Father. Oh God, thank you, God. When we look to the cross, Lord Jesus, we see what you've done for us, oh God. We know that we're welcome home. And God, thank you that you come running out to us, oh God, with a smile on your face.
We're going to look at Luke chapter 24. The resurrection is one of the greatest events in all of history. It is the greatest event in all of history. It's the backbone and foundation for a believer's faith. If you don't have the resurrection, people, you are sunk as Christians. Do you know that? Without the resurrection, this whole thing, we should pack up and go home. That's why I love this concept of Easterfest, where we come to celebrate the resurrection of the Lord. Listen to what 1 Corinthians 15:14 says. It says, if Christ has not been raised from the dead, then all our preaching is useless. And your faith is useless too. Did you hear that? If Christ hasn't been raised from the dead, then everything that anyone preaches is useless, and your faith is useless too. It's useless. But our God rose from the dead.
Some exciting music news here at Easterfest. Sydney talent New Empire have officially announced the release of their brand new album.
Let's cross back to Vicky now, who sat down with the boys to get the inside news on their brand new tunes.
Well, I'm joined now by Aussie favourites and Easterfest favourites, New Empire. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Jeremy. Thanks for asking.
That's okay.
Thanks for dropping by the couch. Now, it's a big day for you guys because you have just released your new third album today.
We have. It's our new album, In a Breath. It's just come out today, and it's been, I think, about 2 years of pretty hard work and songwriting and time in the studio, and so it's a mixture of relief and excitement for us, I think. Yeah.
So talk us through some of the songs, because as you said, it's been a 2-year journey, and it seems like you've been really deliberate about the songs that have gone on the album and that each of them have a bit of a story to tell in their own right. What's that process been like?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way that we write is we don't try and kind of sit down and create stories as much as we wait until our life experiences or the things that we go through as a band or personally until they actually happen for real, and then that turns into the songs. And I think that way sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but I think you get a really genuine result as well because of that.
What are some of the songs on the album that are significant to you guys or have a special meaning to each of you?
The title track probably means the most to us out of any of them, In a Breath. Last year, Jez's mother passed away, and the song's kind of written in a tribute to her and just about the eternal aspect of life, of what it means to be able to see someone in a breath that you don't see now, and what it means to miss them. And I think we all kind of went through some stuff last year where that kind of hit home, that kind of thing hit home for all of us.
That's cool. Now, you guys have been mates forever. How do you think that helps to shape the band to be what it is?
I think it's first we can be completely honest with each other all the time, and I think we really do feel like brothers, and we feel like a family because you go through so many experiences together, so many different ups and downs and trials and triumphs as well. So for us, it doesn't feel like four kind of mates that have just been hanging out for a while. It feels a lot kind of stronger than that. And so we're always there for each other, and we're always mucking around as well, which is, you have to do that because sometimes there's a lot of waiting around in the music industry, so we have to make sure that we've got something to laugh at. So.
It was funny actually, on the way here when we just hit Toowoomba, me and Kale were talking, and I said we've been doing this for a while, like we've been together for a while now, and we were kind of talking about that, and then we thought it's just because we like each other so much. It's like what else am I going to do with my life other than play music with the people I love the most? So it's one of those things that, the band will probably never end because of that. We'll still be playing music when we're 80. And it's just because we like each other a lot.
It might not sound as good, but...
Hey, that's okay. Whiteheart are here, Jazz and Play are here. They've been around 20 years together. You guys you've got plenty of time. All the best with the album, and thanks for dropping by.
So this is an exciting day for us. We've actually just released our brand new record, In a Breath, this weekend, and we're super excited. This is a new song called The Sun Won't Sleep off this one. We hope you enjoy it. You guys ready to clap and jump with us? 1, 2, 3, hey! Listen close, then pull me in slowly. It's dangerous, but do you want safety in numbers again? The setting sun is like a volcano, and it covers us, and all this distraction will fade to the dark. I wanna go where the sun won't sleep for days. I wanna take you where we can be amazed. I will never change if you promise to stay the same. 'Cause I wanna go where the sun won't sleep for days. take you where we can be alone.
It's been great having your company here at Easterfest. It has been epic.
It has been a great few days, and actually we've got some exciting news before we go, Terence. We can actually let you know a couple of bands that will be making an appearance in 2015.
Yeah, this is kind of exclusive news. Normally we can't tell you 12 months out who's going to be here, but we can say that ex-newsboys Peter Furler will be in Toowoomba for Easterfest, so make sure you come along. And he's also going to be playing drums for another band now.
Yes, Steve Taylor and the Perfect Foil, plus a huge one, which I'm pretty excited about. Switchfoot will be here next year.
It's going to be great. Make sure you don't miss out on your tickets. Head to easterfest.com.au to reserve yours now. Looking forward to seeing you. It's going to be epic again.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
I got so much music.